Hey everyone, Dan here. Before we get into it, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like and subscribe button and keep in mind that these are my own thoughts, opinions, and ideas. These are not meant to be, nor should you take them as investment or trading advice in any way, shape, or form. Do your own due diligence, put in the work for yourself, and make your decisions based on that. Enjoy. All right, folks, here we are after market close on Friday, September 1st. We're going to take a look at our old friend T2 Biosystems. So T2 having a good day today, up even higher than it closed, obviously, but up over 11% today. So that we come in and take a look at the recent price action and then flip over to the Think or Swim study and see where things are situated there. So there's going to be some additional levels and trend lines to put in, I believe. If we scroll back to yesterday, this is, let's go to the 10-minute. Just because it's a little bit easier to look at. But on the 10-minute here, we see when this run started around 24, the lowest level we had charted was 25.78. So it had dipped below there, but it reclaimed that level nicely and then worked itself through each of these levels. Some of, it blew through this one, this 28.38, came down, confirmed support, hit resistance there, confirmed support, and then made a run up and above this 33.09 we had charted. Struggled with that then the next day and tried to hold support, flipped it to resistance toward the end of the day, and today came in strong right around this 30.37 level. Quickly came up, rejected, found support again, and came up and confirmed support over that level. So I'm really happy with how the levels held up with all of this sort of wild price action. Now I wanted to kind of go back and see, so it does look also, for what it's worth. I think we'll leave these here for now. Actually, we'll get rid of this one because it's just going to clutter. But get rid of that. Then we're left with this uptrend line that we could still follow. But we need to fill in this gap area from 33.09 to 41.30. If it starts to put in a bunch of price action there, the way we have it situated right now, we're going to be kind of left in the dust. So I'm going to focus in on these candles, see where the price action seems to be, and if we get kind of scant, we can go ahead and lower the time frame. We're on the daily. Now this is nice. This is the support level of this candle body, this candle body, this candle body, and then today, that's where it hit resistance. Right around 34.93. You see it's topped out, closed at 35 here today. So obviously I'm struggling to find words here on a Friday, but so it goes. It's been a long week. Okay, so 38 cents or just shy of 38 cents there seems to be a level. There's something here. Yeah. Also, you see the resistance topping out. Let's take it here. This candle here on the wick, this candle here on the body. And so that's at 39.36. Trying to see if there's something here. Maybe we can get a better level than that. See if there's something between 34.93 and 37.99. Let's zoom in a little here. Okay, there's a bunch of topping out there, but that's not the range I'm really looking at. What's all this? Yeah, this is potentially where we want to go. Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. This level here, the support level of all of these candle bodies. So 35.97. So I know we kind of end up just sort of on a bunch of pennies, right? Basically 35 cents, basically 36 cents. And then, maybe here also, but I'll hold off for now. A little over 37. And then we have the 38. But that's what it looks like to me. So looks a little crazy on the daily, but if we plot it on the daily and then you zoom in as you're trading throughout the day, those levels still show up and you can play off them nicely depending on what lower time frame you like. I tend to like the 3 and the 10, but I know different folks like different time frames. So over at Think or Swim on the daily, it doesn't do a good job with some of these So we're going to have to lower the time frame. But interestingly enough, it's showing on the TTM squeeze indicator here, even after today, increasing bearish momentum. So not quite sure what that's about, but we'll see. We'll see if that sort of starts to make sense in the future. So 4 hours not going to work. I'm hoping the hour will work. Okay, so on the hour time frame, so just keep in mind, this we charted on the daily, and this now we're looking at the 1 hour. So in the 1 hour, we see a few days ago, we were really caught in this downtrend, right? We were consistently shrugging off the mid-range of the channel, that bright blue line, coming down, testing the bottom range. Couldn't even make an attempt back at the mid-range until we got shoved down again to the bottom bound of the channel, and then just kind of walked that down for several candles. Now here's where things started to kind of flip. Big stretch from the bottom up through the mid-range, confirmed support there, and then tested the upper bound, shrugged off that, and held support at the mid-range. That's often the indication that, like, okay, something may be shifting here. It's holding the mid-range, had a little bit of slip in the off-market hours there, after hours and pre-market, but quickly regained that today, and then came back and didn't need to retest the mid-range of the channel, but was rather retesting essentially this wave, this cloud wave, and this upper mid range of the channel. So, you know, really strong motion today, obviously, but that continued even though it pulled back here in the later half of the day. You see on the hour, bullish momentum continuing to pick up, even though the price was pulling back into the channel here. Now we did have several hours of triggering, you see by these red dots here, and then it fired here late in the day, interestingly enough, after most of the move had already happened. And so I'm wondering, you know, TTM squeeze can definitely misfire, so don't take this, you know, as a crystal ball or anything. But I'm wondering if because this lengthy trigger and then just short firing period that really didn't do much, I'm wondering if there's, you know, another big movement set to come early or mid next week, since early next week is technically going to be Tuesday, I guess. But yeah, interesting motion there on the 1 hour. So we'll see how that plays out. And I think that these levels are looking pretty good for the time being on T2. All right, folks, I hope you had a good trading week and that you have a nice long weekend. And as always, I appreciate you watching, and I will see you in the next video.